In this video, I'm going to explain why you need to be using Rekordbox and all the advanced features it brings. Basically, Rekordbox is the iTunes for DJs and keeps all of your music organized with playlists ready for DJing. Rekordbox is DJ software, but not for DJing. It's purely for creating your perfect music database to be played from your laptop, smartphone, USB or SD card. It's got something for every style of DJ, with artwork for vinyl lovers through to memory and cue points for hip-hop DJs. The Rekordbox workflow is circular, so you start by importing your music, organize and prepare, then export for DJing. After your gig, you can bring back any changes to update your library. Rekordbox can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be, but if you don't take the simple step of analyzing your music, you'll be missing out. So we'll start out with all the benefits you get just by dragging your music into the Rekordbox collection. And if you already use iTunes, you can drag playlists straight in from the bridge window. As soon as your tracks are added to the collection, Rekordbox automatically starts to analyze the audio and ID3 track information to create a database. All you have to do is make a USB key or SD card using Rekordbox, and that database is exported at the same time. Rekordbox starts by analyzing the music tempo and creates a beat grid. And for live recorded music, you can switch on our exclusive dynamic mode that automatically warps the beat grid to changes in tempo. This beat grid alone brings 3 major advantages to your mix and is only enabled with Rekordbox exported drives. So the first point is quantize on the cdjs. With this on, whenever you create a loop or trigger a hot cue, the timings will automatically lock to the nearest beat. You can even create a loop in the middle of a mix and it will never go out of time with the other track. And if you have hot cues set up in advance, you can jump to any part of the track and sound like a pre-recorded edit. The second is FX Quantize on the DJM900 and 2000 Nexus. These mixes can read the same beat grid over the network and keep all of your echoes, rolls and beat effects in perfect time. And thirdly, the new sync on the CDJ2000 Nexus makes it possible to lock the BPM across 4 decks and even works for live recorded music. Combine this with Quantize and you can drop acapellas, track parts, stems or loops straight into the mix, just like an Ableton Live set. The beat grid makes it possible to be more creative and adventurous, but Rekordbox can also analyze the musical key. So the next time you're browsing on the CDJs, it knows what is playing on the other decks and shows you what songs will mix in harmonically. Another huge feature you'll be missing out on if you don't analyze your tracks with Rekordbox is the waveform. See track arrangements and never miss a breakdown or drop again with different zoom levels to see more detail or a bigger overview. When it comes to organization, Rekordbox uses all the tag info to help you find the perfect track quickly. Without Rekordbox, if you simply put MP3s on a USB drive, all you have is the folders and file names to go by. But the CDJs have a sophisticated browser that only works with the Rekordbox database and automatically presents your music in categories like artist, key, BPM, rating and more. When you're in a playlist or list of tracks, you can also use the sort option to find unplayed tracks or sort by BPM and more. You can also use the CDJ to search for any part of the artist, label or song title text. So far we've covered what happens when you simply import tracks to Rekordbox, and you can already see the huge benefits this has for your next gig on the CDJs. But there's a lot of preparation that can be done in advance to make your DJ set a lot more enjoyable that would simply be too stressful to do at a gig, like making playlists, setting up loops and cue points, and customizing the CDJs in advance with My Settings. The hot cue section is identical to the CDJs, but with Rekordbox you get the option to tell the CDJ to automatically load them when you load the track. Saving up to 10 loops or cues to memory for recalling later is really easy. Rekordbox also has an active loop feature that automatically engages when the track gets to that point. Adjust all of your favorite features in advance in the Preferences panel, and they are automatically added to your device when you export music. Features like vinyl mode, master tempo, pitch range, auto cue level, and time mode to name a few. Everything we've shown you in this video can also be done on your smartphone or tablet with Rekordbox Mobile. You can load a whole set onto your phone and connect it to the CDJs, so you'll always be able to play last-minute sets. One of the simplest ways to play music on the CDJs, and something that so many people don't realize exists, is Rekordbox Link. The experience is almost identical to DJ software and digital vinyl systems like Traktor and Serato, except the CDJs are doing all the work and the laptop is just the music source. And because the CDJs are doing all the hard work, Rekordbox runs effortlessly on any computer, making it more reliable than DJ software. No more crashing or overheating computers mid-set from processor-hungry software. All you need is a single LAN cable and no additional sound cards or wiring, making setup fast and simple. Even 2 laptops can be set up at once, making it easy to switch over or play back to back. You can also access the laptop library using the CDJ screen, so you don't have to stare at the computer all the time. But you can also load tracks to the CDJs remotely from the laptop. Now you're set up and playing on the CDJs, every change you make on the players is saved back to the library. You can edit beat grids, add and remove hot cues, loops and memory points, create and edit playlists, and even rate tracks that really work in your set. Changes made when using Link are saved instantly back to the library, or Rekordbox updates when you next plug in your USB or SD card. And finally, so you never forget the tunes you played in a set, your track history from the last gig is also imported and saved as a playlist. These can be exported as text files or as iTunes-compatible playlists, so you can share your track list and mix easily on the web. Rekordbox is available as a free download from rekordbox.com.